Hello, thank you all for coming tonight. I'm going to be talking about my theory as well as some of the research that I've done. My name is Carol Gilligan. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I was born in New York City in 1936. My parents were Jewish immigrants. My father was a lawyer, and my mother got her degree to become a nursery school teacher. They put me in progressive schools at a young age. My mother always wanted me to be as artistic as I could be. So I became really interested in modern dance as well as learning different languages as a child. I graduated later from Swarthmore College, where I got my degree in English. A little bit later, I became more interested in psychology through my good friend Lawrence Kohlberg. He actually convinced me to go back to Harvard to get my PhD in social psychology. As I began my research, I began to feel discouraged with the large number of theories focused on males rather than females. This led to my research on the female psyche, which provided more information on the perspective of both genders. I've noticed that it validated my original theory of there being a significant distinction in the ways in which males and females respond to moral dilemmas. I also found it to be true with girls beginning at a fairly young age. It usually begins at ages 11 through 15 that girls will lose their ability to speak their minds in the classroom. They will feel more introverted. This insecurity, I believe, is due to our society being largely male dominant. I've divided my theory of moral development into three different stages of the ethics of care, which I will read to you in a chart that I've set up for us tonight. Level 1, orientation to individual survival. Now that is going to be where the individual is refraining from becoming involved in relationships. Eventually, they will transition into making connections with others and differentiating their wants from their needs, which that transition is selfishness to responsibility. Level 2, the conventional stage, discusses the ways in which females strive to be accepted by others. That's goodness as self-sacrifice. She begins to transition into questioning why she should value the opinion of others before her own. That second transition is goodness to truth, questioning comparative value of self versus others. The third and last level, the post-conventional stage, the individual is able to put herself first when necessary, but is also able to recognize the need to take care of others. That is morality of nonviolence. So I put those together. I feel that this theory is very applicable to the elementary classroom as well as education in general. I think educators need to be knowledgeable about whether or not they are treating their male and female students differently, which is contributing to gender bias at a very young age. Studies have shown that educators will often show favoritism toward boys, which may also be the reason girls have fallen gradually behind in math and science, which is now looked at as a male subject that males will do better at in school. Very important, especially in elementary school, for teachers to look at the way they are teaching. They need to be teaching and praising their students equally, regardless of their gender. I think that I've made an impact on education by helping our educators become more aware of this. However, I do have some critics. I've had some say that there's not a significant amount of research to prove or disprove my theory. However, I do feel that I've done a pretty significant amount of research on it myself. I've got my PhD and I've spent a number of years practicing this. Others will say that my feminist ideals can distort my research. However, I have found that as we look at girls and the way they mature, it will help us learn more about boys as well. So I think what I want you all to take away from this is ways in which we can eliminate gender bias in the education system. So it's important for us to recognize if you're calling on boys more than girls, whether it be unintentionally or not. We need to give all students equal opportunities to participate in the class. Promote integration in the classroom. This will help to eliminate stereotypes. We need to encourage male and female students in many different activities and careers, not just promoting girls to be nurses or teachers. We need to let them explore a wide variety of careers in their future. And we don't need to expect more or less from either gender. We need to assign jobs without regard to their gender. So I think it's important for us to take away a few things. I would recommend that as teachers and parents, we look at these points. And thank you all so much for being a part of this tonight. Thank you.